Hey everyone, John again. I'm gonna play some Immaculate Grid. Go for that low rarity score once again. Yesterday's game was a little bit weird. My first go of it was a slow for how easy the category should have been, but I did get it in like a rarity score of about 40, which for a timed round is pretty good. Not that I'm really ever going for that, but I was like, hey, pretty good start. It was pretty easy categories, just a bunch of awards in the Atlanta Braves. Um, and then I confidently thought that Jose Cruz, who did have 2,000 hits, also had a Gold Glove or two in his day, and he did not. So I actually blew it on the rarity round. I also found out after the fact I could have gone for all Brewers and gotten about a 10. Figuring like Henry Aaron for the Braves and for one of them, and Marquise Grissom, Gary Sheffield, Dave Parker, along with standard people like Rob Neal, Paul Molitor. So that was always an option. Let's play today's game. I'm gonna share my screen. I've got my clock ready to go. Looks like this is, yeah, look at me wasting Al Simmons on the timed round yesterday. Let's hit refresh, let's hit play, and let's go for it on the timed version. Yep, there we go. All right, Matt Stairs, why not? Let's get Billy Koch, Moneyball. Ooh, Ernie Witt in there, cool. Man, I don't know, Juan Pierre. Actually, Chris Bryant would be better. Matt Holliday. I don't think I have a really good one for this one. And then any Rockies catcher. How about Brent Maine? And then down here, any Twins catcher. Joe Mauer will satisfy that with 39%. How about Josh Willingham? 1.0. All right. And I'm gonna go with Ron Coomer here. All right, got it in under a minute. Rarity score of 80, so pretty good rarity score for the minute. I was getting a lot of low ones, and I went up there with Matt Holliday. Brent Main's picture doesn't look real, does it? But something looks off. Looks like maybe it's just the profile. Brent Main's picture looks interesting. I also play for the Royals, so I'll use that. Um, I'll look at him later. All right, so we've got 3% there, 7% on Ernie Witt, only 1% for Josh Willingham, who I didn't realize played for the Marlins in their Florida heyday. 5% for Ron Coomer. That's actually a little bit higher than I would have expected. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna hit reset. Billy Koch is from Moneyball fame. He was acquired from the Blue Jays in exchange for Eric Hinsky, who I've used before in the grid. But Eric Hinsky is not going to work here because he was a true rookie in 2002, won the Rookie of the Year for Toronto. All right, stop share, start share, and let's see, finding the other grid, Immaculate Grid Baseball. There it is. Yeah, there's my failure from yesterday. All right. Hit and refresh. Had so many options. All righty. Where to start, where to go? I think I'll just go with my guy, my favorite player, Jeremy Burnitz for Cubs and Rockies. So he goes sub 1, decent start. Let's see. Over here, I think of Todd Stottlemyre. Also sub 1, pretty decent. And for our next trick, let's find out how many people know, remember, or care that Mike Matheny played a season in Toronto in between the Brewers and the Cardinals. 0.2%. Henry Blanco would work for both of these. I wonder who are some other Rockies catcher. Joe Girardi played catcher. Um, And over here, Terry Steinbach will work. He'll also work here. L. Simmons will work here. In fact, let's just use L. Simmons here. Goes 0.5, a little bit higher than normal. This category works for my frequent guest, Germany Schaefer. There we go. That's a much lower number. Um, man, Rockies and A's. I feel like there's several fairly obvious ones. I used Holiday. He was traded for Houston Street. Um, and then Walt Weiss is also an option. Jason Giambi is an option. Octavio Dotel is an option. Um, and here it might actually make sense to play him because he definitely played for the Rockies ever so briefly. 4%. Okay. Maybe there's someone better. I just like Giambi and I don't know. I'm trying to think about guys like I don't know, did Clint Barmas ever play for Oakland? He just seems like a guy that would play for Oakland, but who knows? A lot of people know. I just don't. All right. So we used Brent Maine before. Charles Johnson also played some catcher. Mentioned Blanco will work here and I think be a lot lower. Henry Blanco. We go sub one. So I'm kind of thinking Charles Johnson here. I'm trying to think who even the Rockies' current catcher is. Um, Kurt Manwaring. That's a baseball name. Let's see if I can spell it. Yeah, he was a Rockies catcher. Okay, 2%. All right, and then that just leaves Blue Jays and Cubs. What am I rocking right now? I've got basically 1, 5, 7, 8 and change right now. So I could go sub 10 still. Um, got to look at those A's Rockies. Try to come up with someone a bit more rare. Up here, I think I'm just gonna go with Randy Myers. He only played ever so briefly with the Blue Jays. He goes 0.3. So I finished with a 9. 70 options. Cargo Works. Houston Street and Holiday were traded for each other. Mark Ellis, who might be who I was thinking of. No, I mean, Ellis I know from the A's and Barmas I know from the Rockies. So I wasn't fusing those two together. But I don't see him on here. Burns would work. Kuzmanov I've used before. Lucroy, I did not know he played actually for either team. Brewers traded him to the Rangers. I knew he bounced around a little bit. Actually, I might have seen him play in Oakland now that I think about it. I think he played in Oakland. Did he play in Oakland when I was there? Yeah, he played in 2017. So, no, 2018. But yeah, I was living in the Bay Area then, so I might have seen him play. And yeah, Walt Weiss was one that I think was going to score pretty high. Jay Payton, he hit some teams. He'd be an interesting one to look into. Ron Gant played for Oakland. I didn't realize that. 01 to 03. Played 3 seasons there. I knew he played for Colorado for whatever reason. John Axford, great closer. Great closer for about a year. All right, cool. Well, that'll do it. I'll take a 9. I'll take sub minute. Those are both good numbers. And once again, these episodes are brought to you by my book, Baseball's Most Fun Frivolities. Link is in the description below. Help me buy more baseball sweat. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to buy more. But I appreciate all the support. So have yourself a great rest of your night, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. Peace.